If you have around $850 and you are looking for a PC that will be amazing for 1440p resolution but can also play at 4K with no lag in any game, then this PC is going to be the right one for you. And don't worry if you're a beginner and you do not understand everything about computers, because I will explain what this PC is capable of running and the estimated performance on different titles. Also, at the end, I will explain to you how to upgrade this PC if you want to make it even better and faster. You will have the link to this system and the one that's more expensive as well in the video description. That being said, let's start. For the CPU, we have the AMD Ryzen 5 5600. This is one of the best budget CPUs on the market for $145, and it's going to get the job done at 1440p and 4K resolution with no issues. And even if you play high demanding CPU titles, you will be achieving way more FPS than you will ever need. So if you want a high refresh rate monitor, you can get one with no issues. Then for the motherboard, we have the Gigabyte B550UD AC ATX AM4 motherboard. Now this is not the flashiest motherboard out there, but it is going to get the job done for gaming, and it has all the features that you need. It also comes with Wi-Fi included. Then for the memory kit, we have the Silicon Power Gaming 16GB of RAM kit of 2x8. This one is only $30 and that's why I picked it. Honestly, 16GB of RAM is going to be enough for gaming. However, if you want to do content creation or you want to start your streaming journey, I would recommend upgrading to 32GB of RAM for around 20 extra bucks. Then for the storage, we have a 1TB Gen 4 SSD, which is going to be really fast for gaming. Honestly, getting anything faster than this is not gonna get you any extra performance when it comes to gaming. Then for the graphics card, and the most important component when it comes to gaming performance, we have the Radeon RX 6800. This one is going for $420, which is the lowest price I've ever seen this GPU at, and it's a fantastic GPU for both 1440p resolution and also 4K. On the latest test from TechSpot, on a 15-game average at 1440p high to ultra settings, the 6800 was able to average 93 FPS, and remember, we are talking about high demanding titles on high to ultra settings. If you play esports titles like the ones I've mentioned before, CSGO, Valorant, or even Fortnite, you will be able to achieve 200 plus FPS at 1440p depending on the settings. So you can easily get a 1440p 165Hz monitor or even a 240Hz one depending on the game that you play. Now at 4K resolution, you will be getting 60 plus FPS on average on most titles depending on the settings. So of course, it's not going to be the best 4K gaming experience out there because you can get better GPUs for 4K. And remember, you are spending $850, so it's really difficult to get a GPU that will be the best at 4K at this price point. But if you play the most popular titles, even at 4K, you will be able to average high FPS. So there are plenty of games where you will be able to take advantage of this system even at 4K resolution. However, if you ask me, I would recommend you buying a 1440p 165Hz monitor for this PC, as you will be taking advantage of the performance of this system without having to spend a ton of money on a monitor, because a 1440p 240Hz monitor is expensive and so is 4K resolution. And for gaming, the 6800 is way better than its competitor, the RTX 4060 Ti 8GB. That one is at the same price and is terrible in terms of price to performance when it comes to gaming compared to the RX 6800. On that same 15-game average, it was able to average 78 FPS at 1440p, so way less than the RX 6800, and on top of that you get 8GB of VRAM instead of 16GB, which trust me, 16GB of VRAM is going to help you at 1440p and 4K resolution. Then for the case, we have the Montech Air 903 base ATX mid-tower case. This one is going for $65 at the moment. It comes with 3 pre-installed fans, an amazing front mesh panel, so the airflow here is going to be really good for this system and there's no complaints there. And then for the power supply, we have the MSI Mag 650 watt 80 plus bronze power supply. This one is going for $69. Really decent unit. 650 watts is going to be enough for this system. Even 600 watts might be enough. So if you want to save up some money, you can go with a 600 watt power supply instead. And the total price for this system when I'm recording this video is $857. Maybe when you're watching this it's a bit cheaper or more expensive. I do recommend you checking the latest prices in the links in the description. And if you have more money, I do recommend you getting a different CPU, motherboard and memory combo. I would go with the Ryzen 5 7600, the MSI Pro B650MP for the motherboard, and then the Team Grooty Great Expert 32GB of RAM of DDR5 memory for the memory kit. If you make this upgrade, the total price will go up to $1,000, but this will allow you a much better gaming experience when it comes to high CPU demanding titles and also better upgradability over time. So if you have around $1,000 and you want a more future-proof system, or you play really high demanding CPU titles like Flight Simulator or Fortnite, with this combo you will be having a better experience overall. But it is more expensive, and as I said before, the total price if you make this upgrade is going to be $1,000. And if you even have more than $1,000, then I do recommend you watching my video about the best PC builds for every budget in the top right of the screen, where you will literally find a build for every single budget. And if you have any questions, let me know in the comment section, or if you want personal PC help, you will have a link where you can find my personal PC help, where I will guide you through everything depending on what you want and your budget. Thank you guys for watching, thank you for the support, and I will see you on the next one.